Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to ask you something very important. Do you understand English when you listen or read? But when it is your turn to speak, you feel nervous and your mind becomes blank? Do you want to talk to people in English, but you don't know how to start or what to say? If this sounds like you, then you are not alone, and this video is just for you. Today, we will learn how to talk to people in English in a very simple and easy way. I will share small steps, real examples, and useful tips that you can use in your daily life. You do not need perfect English. You just need to start. So stay with me till the end, because by the end of this video, you will feel more confident and ready to speak English with people. Chapter 1. Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something very important. Before we learn how to talk to people in English, we need to understand one big problem. That problem is fear. Many learners feel afraid when they try to speak English. Maybe you feel the same way. You understand English when you listen or read, but when it is your turn to speak, you feel nervous. Your heart beats fast. Your mind becomes blank. You want to say something, but the words do not come out. This is very common, and it is okay. Let me tell you something simple. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is just a feeling. It comes when you try something new. When I was learning English, I also felt afraid. I remember one day I wanted to talk to someone in English. I knew some words. I had learned many sentences. But when I stood in front of that person, I forgot everything. I just smiled and said nothing. I felt bad. I thought maybe I could never speak English. But that was not true. I was just afraid. Many people think they need perfect English before they talk to others. This is not true. You do not need perfect English. You just need simple English. You just need courage to start. Think about a child. A child does not wait to speak perfect language. A child starts with small words. The child makes mistakes, but the child keeps speaking. That is why the child learns fast. You can do the same. Now let us talk about mistakes. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. They think people will laugh at them. They think people will judge them. But let me tell you something important. Mistakes are your best teachers. When you make a mistake, you learn something new. When you do not make mistakes, you do not learn. Even people who speak English very well still make mistakes sometimes. So why are you afraid? I made many mistakes when I was learning. Sometimes I said wrong words. Sometimes my sentences were not correct, but I did not stop. I kept speaking. Slowly, I improved. People did not laugh at me. In fact, many people helped me. They corrected me. They encouraged me. This is how learning works. So do not be afraid of mistakes. Accept them. Learn from them. Now I want to give you a simple idea. Start small. You do not need to give a long speech. You do not need to use big words. Start with very small sentences. For example, you can say, "Hello." You can say, "How are you?" You can say, "My name is Ali." These are very simple sentences, but they are very powerful. These small sentences can start a conversation. Imagine this. You meet someone. You smile and say, "Hello?" The other person smiles back. Then you say, "How are you?" The other person answers. Now the conversation has started. You did not need perfect English. You just needed two simple sentences. This is how it begins. At first, you can practice alone. Stand in front of a mirror and speak. Say simple sentences. Listen to your voice. It may feel strange at first, but it will help you. You can also talk to yourself. For example, you can say, "I am going to the market. I am eating food. I am watching a video." This is a simple way to practice speaking. After that, try to speak with one person. It can be your friend, your brother, your sister, or anyone you trust. Tell them that you are learning English. Ask them to practice with you. Speak small sentences. Do not worry if you make mistakes. Just keep talking. This is how your confidence will grow. Let me share a small moment with you. One day, I decided to speak no matter what. I met a person and said, "Hello." My voice was slow. I was nervous. Then I said, "How are you?" The person smiled and answered me. That moment was very special. It was not a big conversation, but it was my first step. That small step gave me confidence. It showed me that I can speak. This is the moment I want you to feel. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to try. When you take your first step, everything starts to change. Your fear becomes smaller. Your confidence becomes bigger. Slowly, you begin to enjoy speaking. Another important thing is to be patient. Do not rush. Learning takes time. Speaking takes time. It is okay if you speak slowly. It is okay if you stop and think. What matters is that you do not give up. Every small effort is progress. Also, remember to stay positive. Do not say, "I cannot speak English." Instead, say, "I am learning to speak English." This small change in thinking can make a big difference. When you believe in yourself, you become stronger. As we come to the end of this chapter, remember this simple idea. Fear is normal. Mistakes are okay. You do not need perfect English. You just need to start with small steps. Say hello. Ask simple questions. Practice every day. Speak with one person. Slowly, your confidence will grow. In the next chapter, we will learn simple sentences that you can use in real conversations. These sentences will help you speak more easily and more confidently. So keep going, because you are already on the right path. Chapter 2. Hello, everyone. In the last chapter, we talked about fear and how to take the first step. Now, in this chapter, we will learn something very important. We will learn how to build simple sentences for daily conversations. This is very helpful because when you know simple sentences, you can start speaking easily. You do not need big grammar. You do not need difficult words. You just need simple sentences that you can use every day. Let me tell you something important. English is not about using big words. English is about communication. It is about sharing your thoughts. Even small sentences can do that. So today, we will focus on small and useful sentences that you can use in real life. Let us start with one very simple structure. I am. This is one of the most important sentences in English. You can use it in many ways. For example, you can say, I am happy. I am tired. I am ready. I am learning English. These are very simple sentences, but they help you express your feelings and your situation. Try to say these sentences out loud. Repeat them again and again. The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes. Now let us move to another simple structure. I like. This is also very useful. You can talk about your likes and interests. For example, I like tea. I like music. I like movies. I like learning English. These sentences help you talk about yourself. When you talk to someone, they often ask about your likes. So this structure is very helpful. Next, we have I want. This is another powerful sentence. You can use it when you need something. For example, I want water. I want to learn English. I want to go home. I want help. These sentences are very useful in daily life. You can use them in shops, in school, or with friends. Now let us look at I need. This is similar to I want, but it sounds a little stronger. For example, I need help. I need a pen. I need time. I need to practice. These sentences are very clear and direct. They help you communicate your needs. Let us take one more simple structure. Can you? This is very important when you talk to other people. For example, can you help me? Can you repeat? Can you speak slowly? Can you tell me? These sentences help you ask for help. They are very polite and very useful. Now I want you to see something important. All these sentences are very short. They are very easy. But they are enough to start a conversation. You do not need long sentences. You just need clear sentences. Let me give you a small example. Imagine you meet someone. You say, hello. Then you say, my name is Ali. Then you say, I am learning English. The other person may say something. Then you can say, I like English. This is a simple conversation, but it works. You are speaking English. You are communicating. Now let us make it a little bigger. Imagine you go to a shop. You say, hello. Then you say, I want water. The shopkeeper gives you water. Then you say, thank you. This is a real conversation. It is simple, but it is useful. This is how you use English in real life. Here is something very important. Do not try to make perfect sentences. Try to make simple sentences. If you think too much about grammar, you will stop speaking. But if you focus on simple words, you will keep speaking. Speaking is more important than being perfect. Now let us talk about practice. Practice is very important. You cannot learn speaking by just watching videos. You have to speak. You have to use these sentences again and again. For example, every day you can say, I am happy. I am learning. I like English. I want to improve. Say these sentences in your daily life. Say them when you wake up. Say them when you walk. Say them when you are alone. You can also write these sentences in a notebook. Write 5 sentences every day, then read them out loud. This will help you remember them. It will also improve your speaking. Let me share a small moment with you. When I was learning, I used very simple sentences. I did not know big grammar. I only knew sentences like, I am tired, I like books, and I want to learn. At first, I felt my English was very basic. But slowly, I saw something amazing. These small sentences helped me talk to people. They helped me build confidence. They helped me move forward. This is the moment I want you to understand. You do not need a lot of knowledge to start speaking. You just need a few simple sentences. These sentences are your tools. Use them again and again. Another important tip is repetition. Repeat the same sentences many times. Do not feel bored. Repetition helps you remember. It makes your speaking automatic. One day you will speak without thinking. That is the power of repetition. Also, try to connect these sentences with your life. For example, if you are drinking tea, say, I like tea. If you are studying, say, I am studying. If you are tired, say, I am tired. This makes learning real and meaningful. Do not forget to speak slowly. There is no need to speak fast. When you speak slowly, you think better. Your sentences become clearer. Confidence comes with time. As we come to the end of this chapter, remember this simple idea. You do not need big sentences. You need simple and clear sentences. Use I am, I like, I want, I need, and can you. Practice them every day. Use them in real life. Repeat them again and again. In the next chapter, we will learn how to start a conversation and how to continue it. You will learn how to keep talking without stopping. So keep going, because now you are building your speaking step by step. Chapter 3. Hello, everyone. In the last chapter, we learned how to build simple sentences. Now in this chapter, we will learn how to start a conversation and how to continue it. This is very important because many learners know words and sentences, but they do not know how to use them in a real conversation. They feel stuck after saying 1 or 2 sentences. Today, we will solve this problem in a very simple way. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said hello to someone and then you did not know what to say next? This happens to many people. You start, but then you stop. Do not worry. There is a simple solution. You just need a few easy questions and a few easy answers. Let us start with how to begin a conversation. The first step is always simple. You smile and say, hello. A smile is very important. It makes the other person feel comfortable. After that, you can ask a simple question. For example, you can say, how are you? This is one of the most common questions in English. It is easy and very useful. Now the other person will answer. They may say, I am fine, or I am good. Now it is your turn again. Here is where many learners stop, but you will not stop. You will continue. You can say, that's good, and then ask another question. For example, you can say, what is your name? or where are you from? These are very simple questions, but they keep the conversation moving. Let us build a small conversation step by step. You say, hello. The other person says, hello. You say, how are you? They say, I am fine. You say, that's good. What is your name? They say, my name is Ahmed. Now you say, nice to meet you, Ahmed. This is a simple conversation, but it is real. You are talking. You are connecting. Now let us learn how to continue a conversation. The secret is very simple. Ask follow-up questions. This means when someone says something, you ask one more question about it. For example, if someone says, I am from Lahore, you can ask, oh, Lahore is a big city. Do you like it? This keeps the conversation alive. Let me give you another example. If someone says, I like cricket, you can say, that's nice. Do you play cricket? Now the person will answer again. Then you can ask another small question. This is how a conversation grows step by step. Here is something very important. You do not need long questions. Short questions are better. They are easy to remember and they are easy to use. For example, you can ask, why? When? Where? Who? These are very powerful words. They help you continue the conversation. Now let us talk about listening. Many people think speaking is the most important part, but listening is also very important. When you listen carefully, you understand the other person. Then you can give a better answer. So when someone is speaking, do not think too much about what you will say next. Just listen. Then respond with a simple sentence. For example, if someone says, I am tired today, you can say, oh, why are you tired? This shows that you are listening. It also keeps the conversation going. Good conversation is like a game. One person speaks, then the other person speaks. It goes back and forth. Now I want to share a small story with you. One day I met a person, and I decided to practice my English. I felt nervous, but I remembered something simple. Start small and keep going. I smiled and said, hello. The person smiled back. I said, how are you? They said, I am good. Then I asked, where are you from? The conversation continued. It was not perfect. I made some mistakes, but I did not stop. That conversation made me very happy. It showed me that I can talk. This is a very important moment. You do not need to speak perfectly. You just need to keep the conversation moving. Even if your sentences are small, it is okay. What matters is that you are trying. Another helpful tip is to use simple words again and again. Do not try to use difficult vocabulary. Simple words are enough. For example, words like good, nice, okay, and really are very useful. You can say, that's good, that's nice, or really. These small responses make the conversation natural. Also, do not be afraid of silence. Sometimes there will be a small pause. This is normal. You can take a second to think. Then ask a simple question. Do not feel pressure to speak fast. Speaking slowly is better. Now let us talk about body language. When you talk to someone, look at them. Smile. Use simple gestures. This makes you look confident even if you feel nervous inside. Confidence grows with practice. I want you to try something after this. Talk to one person today. Just one person. Start with hello. Ask, how are you? Then ask one more question. That is enough. You do not need a long conversation. One small conversation is a big step. Remember, conversation is not about speaking a lot. It is about connecting with people. When you ask questions, when you listen, and when you respond, you create a connection. That is the real goal. As we come to the end of this chapter, remember these simple ideas. Start with hello. Ask simple questions. Use follow-up questions. Listen carefully. Respond with small sentences. Keep the conversation going step by step. In the next chapter, we will learn how to use English in real-life situations like shopping, traveling, and meeting people. You will see how these small conversations become part of your daily life. So keep going, because you are improving with every step. Chapter 4. Hello, everyone. In the last chapter, we learned how to start and continue a conversation. Now in this chapter, we will take the next step. We will learn how to use English in real-life situations. This is very important because learning English is not only about studying. It is about using it in your daily life. When you use English in real situations, your confidence grows very fast. Let me tell you something simple. You do not need a classroom to practice English. Your daily life is your classroom. Every day you have many chances to speak. You just need to notice them and use them. Let us start with a simple situation. Imagine you go to a shop. This is a very common situation. You can use very simple English here. You can say, hello. Then you can say, I want water, or I want this. You can point to the item and speak. The shopkeeper may answer you. Then you can say, thank you. This is a short conversation, but it is real. It helps you practice. Now let us look at another situation. Imagine you are asking for directions. Maybe you are in a new place. You can say, excuse me. Then you can say, where is the bus stop? Or, where is the market? These are simple questions. The other person will answer you. You may not understand everything, but that is okay. You can say, can you repeat? Or, please speak slowly. This is how you learn in real life. Let us take one more situation. Imagine you meet a new person. Maybe at school, at work, or anywhere. You can start with, hello. Then say, my name is Ali. Then ask, what is your name? After that, you can ask, where are you from? Or, what do you do? This is a simple way to start a conversation. You already learned this in the last chapter. Now you are using it in real life. Here is something very important. At first, it may feel difficult. You may feel nervous. You may forget words, but do not stop. This is part of the process. Every time you try, you get better. Every small conversation makes you stronger. Let me share a small story with you. One day, I decided to use English outside. I went to a shop. I felt nervous. I thought maybe I would make mistakes. But I remembered something. Practice is more important than perfection. So I said, "Hello." Then I said, "I want tea." My sentence was simple, but it worked. The shopkeeper understood me. That moment gave me confidence. It showed me that I can use English in real life. This is the moment I want you to feel. When you use English in real situations, you see real results. You understand that English is not just a subject, it is a tool. It helps you communicate with people. Now let us talk about daily practice. I want you to try a simple challenge. Speak at least one sentence in English every day in a real situation. It can be very small. It can be, hello, or thank you, or I want this. It does not matter how small it is. What matters is that you speak. You can also create your own situations. For example, if you are at home, you can describe what you are doing. You can say, I am cooking, I am watching TV, or I am reading. This is also practice. It makes you more comfortable with English. Another good idea is to use English with your friends or family. Even if they are also learners, it is okay. You can practice together. You can ask simple questions. You can answer them. Learning together is very helpful. If you do not have someone to practice with, do not worry. You can use online platforms. There are many people who want to learn English. You can talk to them. You can practice simple conversations. This is a great way to improve. Here's a strong point I want you to understand. Consistency is more important than doing a lot in one day. You do not need to speak for 1 hour. You just need to speak a little every day. Small daily practice gives big results. Let me give you another example. Imagine you speak just 2 sentences every day. In 1 week, you speak 14 sentences. In 1 month, you speak many more. Slowly, your speaking becomes natural. This is how progress works. Another helpful tip is to observe how people speak. When you watch videos or listen to conversations, pay attention to simple sentences. Notice how people start conversations. Notice how they respond. Then try to copy those patterns in your own speaking. Also, do not be afraid to repeat the same sentences in different situations. Repetition is your friend. When you repeat, your brain learns faster. You become more confident. Now let us talk about patience again. Sometimes you may feel that you are not improving. This is normal. Learning takes time. Do not compare yourself with others. Focus on your own journey. Every small step is progress. I also want you to stay positive. When you speak, do not think about your mistakes all the time. Think about your effort. Think about your courage. You are trying, and that is very important. As we come to the end of this chapter, remember this simple idea. Your daily life is your best place to practice English. Use simple sentences in real situations. Speak every day, even if it is just one sentence. Be consistent. Be patient. Keep trying. In the next chapter, we will talk about mistakes and confidence. You will learn how to fix your mistakes and how to become more confident when you speak. So keep going because you are getting better step by step. Chapter 5. Hello, everyone. In the last chapter, we learned how to use English in real-life situations. Now, in this chapter, we will talk about something very important. We will talk about mistakes and confidence. These two things are very closely connected. When you are afraid of mistakes, your confidence becomes low. But when you accept mistakes, your confidence becomes strong. Let me tell you something simple and clear. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are part of learning. Every person who speaks English today made many mistakes in the past. There is no person who learned without mistakes. So why are you afraid? Many learners think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh at me. This thought stops them from speaking. But the truth is very different. Most people do not laugh. Many people understand that you are learning. Some people even respect you because you are trying to speak a new language. When I was learning English, I made many mistakes. Sometimes I used wrong words. Sometimes my sentences were not correct. I remember one time I said something and it was not correct. I felt embarrassed. But then I realized something important. That mistake helped me remember the correct sentence forever. From that day, I improved. This is the power of mistakes. They teach you. They show you what is right and what is wrong. If you never make mistakes, you never learn deeply. So from today, change your thinking. Do not say, I am afraid of mistakes. Instead, say, I learn from mistakes. Now let us talk about how to fix mistakes. The first step is to notice them. When someone corrects you, do not feel bad. Listen carefully. Try to understand the correct sentence. Then repeat it. Repetition helps you remember. For example, if you say, he go to school, and someone says, no, say, he goes to school. Then repeat it. Say, he goes to school. Say it again and again. This will help you learn the correct form. Another simple way to improve is to listen carefully. When you watch videos or listen to people speaking English, pay attention to how they speak. Notice their sentences. Notice how they use words. This helps you learn naturally. You can also practice by repeating what you hear. This is called imitation. For example, if you hear someone say, I am very happy today, you can repeat the same sentence. This improves your speaking and your confidence. Now let us talk about confidence. Confidence is very important when you speak. If you are confident, you speak more freely. If you are not confident, you stop yourself. But here is something important. Confidence does not come first. Practice comes first. When you practice again and again, confidence grows slowly. It is like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Let me share a small story. When I started speaking English, my voice was very low. I was not confident. I was always thinking, what if I make a mistake? But I did not stop. I kept speaking small sentences every day. Slowly, my confidence grew. One day, I realized that I was speaking without fear. That change did not happen in one day. It happened step by step. This is what will happen to you. If you keep practicing, your confidence will grow. You will feel more comfortable. You will speak more naturally. Here's a very important moment I want you to understand. Confidence is not about speaking perfect English. Confidence is about speaking without fear. Even if your English is simple, you can be confident. Now let us talk about a simple technique to build confidence. Start by celebrating small successes. For example, if you speak one sentence in English today, feel proud. If you talk to one person, feel proud. These small successes are very important. They motivate you to keep going. Do not wait for big success. Big success comes from many small steps. So celebrate every step. Another helpful tip is to speak slowly and clearly. When you speak slowly, you feel more in control. You have time to think. Your sentences become better. There is no need to speak fast. Speaking slowly is a sign of good learning. Also, try to use positive words with yourself. Do not say, "My English is bad." Instead, say, "My English is improving." This small change can make a big difference in your confidence. Let me give you another example. Imagine you speak to someone and make a mistake. Instead of feeling bad, smile and continue. Say another sentence. Keep the conversation going. This shows confidence. Remember, people care more about understanding you than your grammar. If they understand your message, your communication is successful. Now I want you to try something simple. After this, speak 5 sentences in English. They can be very simple. For example, I am learning English. I like tea. I want to improve. I am happy. I need practice. Say them out loud. This small exercise will help you feel more confident. Another important idea is to keep learning. When you learn new words and sentences, your confidence grows. So always stay curious. Always try to learn something new. As we come to the end of this chapter, remember these simple ideas. Mistakes are your teachers. Do not be afraid of them. Learn from them. Practice every day. Confidence comes with practice. Celebrate small successes. Speak slowly and clearly. Stay positive. In the next chapter, we will bring everything together. You will learn how to become a natural speaker step by step. You will see how all these small steps create big results. So keep going, because you are getting stronger and more confident every day. Chapter 6. Hello, everyone. In the last chapter, we talked about mistakes and confidence. Now in this final chapter, we will bring everything together. We will talk about how you can become a natural speaker step by step. This is very important because now you already have the tools. You know how to start. You know how to make simple sentences. You know how to continue a conversation. You know how to practice in real life. Now it is time to connect everything and move forward with confidence. Let me tell you something simple. Becoming a natural speaker does not happen in one day. It is a journey. It is a process. You grow step by step. Just like a plant grows slowly, your English will also grow slowly. But if you take care of it every day, it will become strong and beautiful. The first thing I want you to remember is consistency. You need to practice every day. Even if it is just a few minutes, it is okay. Speak one sentence. Speak two sentences. Talk to yourself. Talk to someone. But do something every day. Small daily practice creates big results. When I was learning, I did not wait for a perfect time. I used every small moment. I spoke to myself when I was alone. I described what I was doing. I said things like, I am walking, I am eating, I am learning. These small sentences helped me a lot. They made English a part of my life. Now I want you to do the same. Try to think in English. At first, it may feel difficult. You may translate in your mind. That is okay. But slowly, you will start thinking directly in English. For example, when you see a book, think, this is a book. When you see the sky, think, the sky is blue. This simple habit will improve your speaking. Another important thing is to enjoy the process. Do not think of English as a burden. Think of it as something fun. You can watch videos. You can listen to songs. You can talk to people. Learning becomes easier when you enjoy it. Let me share a small story. There was a time when I felt tired of learning. I thought I was not improving fast. But then I changed my approach. I started enjoying small things. I enjoyed learning new words. I enjoyed speaking simple sentences. Slowly, my interest came back. And when I enjoyed learning, I improved faster. This is a very important moment. When you enjoy learning, you do not feel pressure. You feel relaxed. And when you feel relaxed, you speak better. Now let us talk about speaking without fear. You already learned that mistakes are okay. So now when you speak, do not stop yourself. Do not think too much. Just speak. Even if your sentence is not perfect, say it. Communication is more important than perfection. Another helpful tip is to surround yourself with English. This means you should try to see and hear English as much as possible. Watch videos in English. Listen to English conversations. Read simple English texts. The more you see English, the more familiar it becomes. You can also repeat what you hear. This improves your pronunciation and your confidence. For example, if you hear a sentence, pause and repeat it. Say it out loud. This simple exercise can make a big difference. Now let us connect everything you have learned. You start with a simple, hello. Then you ask a question. Then you listen. Then you respond. Then you ask another question. This is how a conversation flows. You use simple sentences like I am, I like, I want, and I need. You practice in real life. You accept your mistakes. You stay confident. This is your complete system. Here is something very important. Do not compare yourself with others. Every learner has a different journey. Some people learn fast, some people learn slowly. Both are okay. Focus on your own progress. Look at where you started. Look at where you are now. This will give you motivation. I want you to remember a strong idea. Every small step matters. When you say one sentence, it matters. When you learn one word, it matters. When you talk to one person, it matters. These small steps create big change over time. Let me give you a simple plan. Every day, speak at least 5 sentences in English. They can be about anything. You can say, I am learning English. I like this video. I want to improve. I am happy. I will practice. This daily habit will build your confidence. Also, keep a positive mindset. Tell yourself, I can do this. I am improving. I am getting better every day. These positive thoughts will keep you motivated. Sometimes you may feel tired or frustrated. This is normal. When it happens, take a short break. Relax. Then come back and continue. Do not give up. Remember why you started. As we come to the end of this chapter, I want to remind you of something beautiful. Learning English is like planting a garden. Every word you learn is like a seed. Every sentence you speak is like a flower. With time, care, and practice, your garden will grow. It will become full of life and color. So keep watering your garden every day. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. Keep believing in yourself. You have the ability to become a confident English speaker. This is not the end. This is your beginning. Your journey starts now. Keep going step by step and you will reach your goal.